There is a silent epidemic happening to our youths. According to the NPR article, Mental Health in Schools, a Hidden Crisis Affecting Millions of Students, up to 1 in 5 kids living in the US show signs or symptoms of a mental health disorder in a given year. And yet, most children, nearly 80%, who need mental health services won't get them.
So, what could be done to help kids realize that their mental health is important? Well, I believe that schools should allow at least 2 excused mental health days during the academic school year. This is beneficial because it could lower suicide as well as self harm rates, as well as change the stigma that's currently around mental illness and mental health.
So, also according to that NPR article, in a school classroom of 25 students, 5 of them may be struggling with the same issues many of us adults deal with, including depression, anxiety, substance abuse. That feeling of, I'm not good enough. Maybe I should just have stayed home. I'm tired. I can't do this. Those are all feelings and statements of a child or a youth who might be going through some mental health breakdown. How many of you are old enough to remember this iconic episode of Saved by the Bell? You know, the one where Jessie was so overwhelmed with trying to keep up with her good grades, get that perfect score on the SATs, and commit to the performance with her girl group, that she resorted to taking caffeine pills just so that she could stay up and get it all done. The episode ended with her heartbreaking meltdown with her best friend Zach. This episode depicted the real life struggles of teens, even to this day, trying to balance all their responsibilities and the dangerous measures they may resort to just to keep up with everything that they have going on and just to keep up with themselves. Psychotherapist Amy Morin says that letting kids take the occasional mental health day, maybe once or twice a year, could reinforce to them that it's vital to take care of their minds as well as their bodies. It can also be a great opportunity to help sharpen their emotional skills and let them build the mental muscle they need to stay strong. Did you know that 50% of mental illnesses begin before the age of 14? And you're probably wondering what's causing this. Well, there's a lot of different reasons. Nowadays, youth are taking on a lot of the family struggles at home. They are helping babysit maybe younger siblings. They are working younger to help maybe a single parent household or a low income family household. They are dealing with bullying and they're dealing with the plethora of information that's coming to them from sources like social media and their friends that aren't always the most accurate, but is putting these depictions of unrealistic scenarios on them. They are dealing with a lot of the same struggles and anxieties that us as adults are dealing with as well. So, what are some of the consequences of ignoring a mental health crisis in youth? Well, school failure for one. They're not motivated, they don't go, they don't perform. Criminal involvement, addictions, and unfortunately suicide when they just can't handle it anymore. You wouldn't let your kid go to school with an illness like a common cold, would you? So why not treat mental illness the same way? Don't they both stop you from being able to function properly and like your true self? So why treat one any differently than the other? This is why I believe that kids should be allowed 2 excused mental health days in their normal academic year because they need to know that their mind and their mental health and their overall functioning matters.